Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we diving into a serious topic that every dog owner needs to be aware of: heartworm disease. It's a scary thought, but knowledge is power, and knowing the signs can save your best friend's life. So, what exactly is heartworm disease? It's caused by parasitic worms that live in the heart, lungs, and associated blood vessels of affected pets, causing severe lung disease, heart failure, and damage to other organs. The scary part is that it's transmitted by a simple mosquito bite. A single bite from an infected mosquito can introduce baby worms, called microfilariae, into your dog's bloodstream. Over about 6 months, these tiny worms mature into adults that can grow up to a foot long. Now, one of the biggest challenges with heartworm disease is that in the early stages, many dogs show few or no symptoms at all. This is why prevention is so important, and we'll talk more about that later. As the disease progresses and the number of worms increases, the signs become more obvious. Let's break down these warning signs in the stages so you know exactly what to look for. In the early stage, or class 1, you might not notice much. The most common sign, if any, is a mild, persistent cough. You might just dismiss it as your dog clearing its throat or a bit of kennel cough, but if it lingers, it's worth a vet visit. Your dog's energy levels might still be normal, and they'll likely seem like their happy, healthy self. This is the sneakiest phase of the disease because everything can appear perfectly fine on the surface. As the worms continue to grow and multiply, the disease progresses to class 2. This is when the symptoms become more noticeable. That mild cough will likely become more persistent and might occur after even light exercise. You'll start to see a clear decrease in your dog's stamina. A dog that used to love long walks or endless games of fetch might now get tired very easily. They might be reluctant to exercise or seem winded much faster than usual. This is because the worms are starting to clog the heart and lung arteries, making it harder for your dog's body to get the oxygen it needs. Now we move into class 3, which is the severe stage. The symptoms here are much more pronounced and concerning. The cough becomes chronic and can even lead to coughing up blood. Your dog will show extreme exercise intolerance, getting out of breath with minimal effort. You might notice they have trouble breathing in general, even when they're just resting. A very telling sign at this stage is a condition called ascites, which is a swollen, fluid-filled belly. This happens because the heart is struggling so much to pump blood that fluid backs up and leaks into the abdomen. It gives the dog a pot-bellied appearance. You might also notice weight loss, even if their appetite hasn't changed, because their body is working overtime just to function. Their gums might appear pale, and fainting or collapsing can occur due to the lack of blood flow to the brain. At this point, the damage to the heart, lungs, and other organs like the liver and kidneys is significant. Finally, there's class 4, which is a life-threatening medical emergency known as Cavall syndrome. This happens when there's such a large mass of worms that they physically block the flow of blood back to the heart. The symptoms are sudden and severe: labored breathing, pale gums, and dark coffee-colored urine. Unfortunately, dogs in this stage are extremely weak and often collapse. The only treatment option is a high-risk surgical procedure to manually remove the worms. Even with surgery, the prognosis is very poor. This is the nightmare scenario we all want to avoid. So, hearing all this is terrifying, right? But the good news is that heartworm disease is almost 100% preventable. This is the most important takeaway from this video. You have the power to protect your dog from ever going through this. How? With year-round heartworm prevention. There are several options available, from monthly chewable tablets to topical liquids, or even an injectable that your vet can administer. Talk to your veterinarian about the best option for your dog's lifestyle and your specific location. Mosquitoes are everywhere, in all 50 states, and they can even survive indoors during winter, so year-round prevention is key, even in colder climates. Before starting a preventative, your vet will need to perform a simple blood test to make sure your dog doesn't already have heartworm. Giving preventatives to a dog that is already infected can cause a severe, life-threatening reaction. This is why annual testing is also a critical part of the prevention plan. It ensures the preventative is working and catches any potential infection as early as possible. What if your dog does test positive? The first thing to do is not to panic. While the treatment is complex, expensive, and can be tough on your dog, it is often successful, especially when the disease is caught early. The treatment involves a series of injections to kill the adult worms. A crucial part of the treatment is strict exercise restriction. Your dog will need to be kept calm and quiet for several months, sometimes even crated, to prevent complications as the dead worms break down and are absorbed by the body. Too much activity can cause these pieces to travel to the lungs and create a fatal blockage. Your vet will guide you through the entire process, which might also include steroids and antibiotics to manage side effects. To recap, the key warning signs to watch for are a persistent cough, reluctance to exercise, fatigue after moderate activity, difficulty breathing, and a swollen belly. But please don't wait for symptoms to appear. The best defense is a good offense. Be proactive. Talk to your vet about annual testing and year-round prevention. It's a simple, affordable step that can save you and your beloved pet from the heartache and difficulty of treating this terrible disease. Your dog relies on you to keep them safe. I know this was a heavy topic, but it's an incredibly important one. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with other dog owners you know. Spreading awareness is crucial. And if you have any experiences or questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Let's support each other in keeping our furry family members healthy and happy. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more essential pet care tips. We'll see you in the next one.